Dude, we're back. We're back.
I was waiting for music to play. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was already that time. Well, we're here. You are back. It's been a long time, but we're recording and we're broadcasting live, and we're in the new Charlie Mike studio here in Pearland, Texas.
That's exactly where
exciting.
we're at. Yeah, it is. I'm super stoked. It's been a minute. I don't know what's gotten into us. That we were so religiously just recording and getting content and doing all this stuff, and then I feel like you guys have really failed me lately.
Okay.
You dropped the ball. It's not a priority anymore. Is that true? Is any of this true?
Raul, if you could shut his mic off just for about
perfect.
I don't know, 45 minutes or so.
It's early today.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited, man. It's cool. Every time I get a chance just to hang out with you guys and talk a little barbecue, talk a little beer,
talk a little bullshit.
Talk a little bullshit. It just makes it my weeks work, a little bit better, right? And I haven't had this outlet for a while, so I think my family's like ready to kill me because I'm spewing so much stuff to them lately, and they're like, "Shut up, go do your podcast."
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
I guess I could definitely tell that you missed us and you missed me. In particular, when you called me about 12:30 last night to wake me up to see what I'm doing, and I'm like,
I don't know what I was
I'm
thinking.
Sleeping. I'm like,
yeah.
Where are you?
My bad.
I could hear him just rolling down the road or whatever, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess he is up to something, man. What were you doing?
I was at a concert last night. I went to the Cake concert. So Cake, I've never seen them. It's like a bucket list thing. I've always wanted to see that band live and had the opportunity to go, and I wasn't going to turn it down. Right? I kind of wrestled with it a little bit, and I'm so glad I said yes. And one of the things, like I said this last night to one of the guys that was with us, and it's just you get caught in this rat race, right? You get caught in this every single day rinse and repeat. You wake up at the same time, and you have the same routine, and you some of us go to work, James. Some of us don't, John, on a daily. I'm just fine.
I got to work sometimes.
Yeah, no, I know you do.
It's fine.
You're working tomorrow, 11. I got you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, I don't know, man. And it's like you get home, and then like me, I've been trying to rush to the gym, work out. I've been trying to go home, like cook, eat, whatever, and then take a shower, and then go to bed, right? And that's been like during the week, that's everything, And then, of course, on the weekends, I probably go a little hard. But I made the comment last night. I was like, honestly, it's like I'm so glad I made the decision. Like anybody can just go home and do all those things and every single day and have that be their life. I don't want to be that guy. I want to go do fun shit. So I went to the concert. It was amazing. They put on a great concert. They do like 2 sets. There's no opener. Like they are the band that only plays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's their thing. So they'll do like 8 or 9 songs to start off with, and then they'll do like another 6, 7 songs, whatever else, 9 songs.
Is there like an intermission or something?
Done. That's about like a 20-minute break.
Okay.
And then they give off like they give away a tree. They bring a tree on stage, like a new tree, and then they'll say like the crowd has to guess what kind of tree it is, and then when somebody guesses it right, then they come up stage, get the tree, and then they take that tree home and they plant it, and then they take pictures with it and send it to them.
You're saying tree, right?
Tree.
What the hell?
Last night was a plum tree.
What if you showed up in like a Prius? Where are you putting a tree to
That's
get
not
home?
for them to figure out. That's not.
Are you sure you didn't join a cult?
Yeah.
That sounds very cultish. Like,
No.
Yeah.
You have to cut yourself when you get in.
Yeah.
Blood oath. But other than that,
it was a marijuana tree again.
Yeah, right.
Every week it's a marijuana tree.
I see.
No,
Perfect.
that's not a marijuana tree. But yeah, it was a great night. Had a cool time hanging out. And honestly, I thought it was like 10:30 when I called you. I didn't realize it was 12:30.
Yeah. Were they selling beer there?
Oh yeah, man, I had a lot of beer. A lot of beer. So many beers. And then I swapped over to vodka sodas. And I
It's healthier, I think.
had like 3 of those, a couple.
Really gets the blood hydrated when you switch over to straight liquor.
Yeah,
Right.
so with the soda, I think you're right because I felt great this morning. I got up, I was a little bit late to work. But
I had to wake up an hour after you called me just to get on Life 360 to make sure you got home before I can actually go back to sleep.
Wow, that's
yeah,
your brother.
damn,
That's
dude.
terrible.
I'm sorry.
bro.
That's a good brother right there.
See, you should have
bad.
called me. I wouldn't have worried at all.
You wouldn't have.
I'd have been like, you asshole,
You
and
made it
hung
home
up.
safely.
You wouldn't even know.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't have answered. You're right. Exactly.
There it is.
That's the truth.
We're here for the podcast here in the new podcast, Pearland Podcast Studio. So, and that's been the reason for our little disappearance. We've been getting the new studio set up.
We blame Raul.
Raul.
I mean,
doing
not
Yeah.
blaming Raul.
Exactly, yeah. But new digs, loving the new look. It's a nice little vibe. Can't wait to record in the next 100
million
podcasts.
episodes. Yep.
I got a couple of, we're going to get into a kind of a nice little fun, learning about smoke rings, learning about the science behind how smoke, fire interacts with meat and creates a smoke ring. So it's going to be a cool little thing, a few tidbits, some stuff I kind of learned myself. So hopefully everybody kind of enjoys it. I do have a couple of off topics that I want to bring up. We got the barbecue news, the beer review, all that fun stuff coming up for you guys in a minute. As always, the people that are listening along, we'd love for you to interact. Whatever questions you may have, if you want to call Jan a bitch, or it doesn't really matter to us. As long as you're involved, engaged, we love it, we appreciate it. But I got a couple of stories that I found was kind of odd. One's kind of morbid and sad, and I'll just lead off with that first.
I would love that.
One was what was that?
No, you're going to start off. You're going to bring us down and then pick us up.
That's right.
I'm going to build you down. I'm going to bring you back up.
I think it's called a shit sandwich or something, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like this. Come on.
Okay, one of them was, it was actually really sad. This happened probably like last week or the week before, and it was a Wells Fargo in Phoenix. And this is a pretty sad place. There was a lady, I don't know, did I write her name down? I did not write her name down. Dang. She clocked in at 7 a.m. at work, and she ended up passing away in her cubicle, and she was not discovered until 4 days later.
No shit.
No shit.
No, that's horrible.
That is terrible.
No coworkers said anything?
Nothing.
Damn,
Nancy
thought she was diligent.
Nancy,
like doing her thing.
get to work.
Do you want some coffee? Can
So
I'm
unproductive.
going to go do a coffee run.
You know, Nancy brought like the creamer that morning, put everything up, and like, damn, Nancy brought creamer. Whole week there's been drinking Nancy's creamer, and then once it got all done, they're like, can somebody go tell Nancy get some more creamer? Nancy, no breaks. What are you doing? And then all of a sudden, like,
She must have just been like sitting up, right? Just like died.
she had
just
to have
like,
been.
just sitting there.
Unless she's like in the basement or something. Like, where my stapler?
I mean, it's Wells Fargo. I mean,
Okay, that's sad.
it is.
You
No
think she
family.
got paid for that time?
Oh, she should have.
She should for
She's
sure.
roll.
Overtime.
She clocked in some
Hey,
overtime.
this
for
is
sure.
how we think right there. That's exactly like, hey, wait a minute. She clocked in. She never clocked out.
Right. How did
Yeah.
nobody notice that? I feel like Arizona is just like diet Florida. It's almost.
Please elaborate.
It's like, well, you know, Florida, man. It's just a little bit out there, a little bit weird, a little bit like the stuff out there. Yeah, well, that's Florida. I feel like Arizona's a little bit like that.
Oh, I don't know. Let me
Yeah.
get that vibe.
I totally do.
I think her boss probably tried to figure out a way, or probably did figure out a way not to pay her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like he's definitely
like,
going through the manual
he's
HR.
like,
what do we
yep.
do here?
Right. No, he went in there. He's
Says-
like, if you want to get paid for this, just say so.
Right.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll take your silence as you're conceding.
There's
Yeah.
no code in our Chronos. How do I clock this time in? That's terrible.
That's horrible.
So yeah, starting it off very light, guys, and then we'll go into this one's pretty cool. This has to involve John's home state of California, and this was I
I
didn't
think it
write
says
down.
Oregon.
Oh man.
Technically, I am from Oregon.
There it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
So I did not write down the name of the restaurant, but I'm going to tell you right now. They had a nice, just elaborate vegan menu.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah, and apparently it was going well at some point in time, but over the years it just declined. And so now they have opted to bring meat back onto the menu in order to turn a profit because nobody wants
Nobody wants their vegan stuff.
Ah, that's sad.
I think it's great.
Stick by your guns.
It's
you know?
vegan, but also like a little bit of meat.
Yeah, it's like they're frying up their tofu and stuff, but then they're using like animal fats to do it with, you know? Or is
Yeah.
it? Are they actually serving meat?
Right. No, it's actual meat. But I did see that, and they're like, oh, it's like the best grass-fed, humanely treated, blah, blah, blah. Man.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
a cow. It's a hamburger.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you got some comments running in. You got a Pit Life Barbecue.
What's up, Pit Life?
Hey, they said let's go. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
You got Pit Life also came in again, and they want to know how the Jan is a bitch came about.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I think John made a comment one time, and Greg, it's his name. We've not met him.
A lot of people jumped on board with that, I think.
Well,
It wasn't just Greg.
No, I know, but he was like the one feeling it, I think. But you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I think John made a comment one time. He was like, if you want to call Jan a bitch, you can. And then we have that number.
Yeah.
What's the number? So for all, maybe you don't know this. We actually have a 1-800 number you can call in on. You can leave a message. and we'll actually play the message on each one of our podcasts if somebody leaves something. So,
Is it Greg Johnson?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the.
Is he on there? Yeah. So, and like, I loved it, man. It was like anything that gives me a little more attention than these guys, I'm all about it, right?
I think I was just like, hey, we want your comments, we want
Yeah.
your messages. Just send us a message, even if you just want to say Jan's a bitch. And everybody was like,
Jan's a bitch.
I want to say that.
Yeah, right. And it just floated out there, and it's fine. You know, it's good. I got coworkers, you know, so maybe they're listening, and yeah, that's the thing. So appreciate you on that.
Yeah,
you know,
merch coming soon.
yeah,
Right,
I've got to
right,
live with
right.
that. So whatever.
Yeah, that hotline number is 434-829-2299. And
There it
yeah,
is.
you can definitely call in and leave any kind of message about anything you want.
Yeah. If it's bad, we're not going to play it. Just going to let you know.
We might.
Well,
It's fine. How bad?
Hey, Greg Johnson said, "My boy Jan, I got your shirt."
Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah.
100%. And look, it's all fun, and I can take it. So what is it? Give me your best shot, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Love to hear it.
What you got out there?
Please.
Yeah.
For the love of God, please.
All right, I don't know if this interests you or anybody out there in the land that's listening right now, but the CEO of Whataburger is stepping down.
Isn't he in Chicago now or something?
Saw that coming.
I think so.
No, it's a Chicago-based company, but who knows where that guy lives?
Who knows?
Yeah. Saw that coming.
He'd been there for like, I think he's like 30 years
Yeah,
or something
he's
like that.
been
He's
there
been
a
there
long
for
time.
quite some time.
Yeah.
Being, I guess, stepping up is looks like a Debbie Stroud. So that was Ed Nelson, and Debbie Stroud is the new CEO of Whataburger. She is coming from, I guess her background was like Starbucks and McDonald's.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure where they're going to take the franchise there, but.
Well, let me tell you what they're going to do. They're going to have kiosk inside where nobody can talk to anybody. You have to order off a freaking thing. You can't customize it or anything else. And you know what? You're just going to hate your life every time you go. That's what it's going to be like. Thanks, Starbucks. And
That's terrible. Every time I see, and every time I go into like a place that has specifically McDonald's, and you see like an old person,
Struggling.
an older gentleman just struggling, an older just like husband and wife just trying to get a damn a McGriddle or something, and they're struggling. And there's nobody there to take their order.
They got cash. They don't even have cards.
And they're just
Right.
staring at them like the people that are working, and they're like somebody
Being
finally
ignored.
Yeah, a customer has to go. Excuse me, sir. You have to use this over here, and then it's like then they're over there for like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to operate this stuff. But I mean, I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like you said, Jan, that's terrible. That is terrible.
I was just in a I'm guilty. I was just in an airport last week. I was in Chicago, right? And I really hadn't eaten all day, and I had a flight out, and I was going to land here like 8 o'clock at night, and so I was like, my last chance to eat is at the airport. I had like 20 minutes, so I run over. There's this McDonald's in the thing, so I run over, and I'm trying to order, at the counter, but she's like, no, there's two kiosks, right, sitting outside. There's another old couple, right, and they're trying to order as well. And I saw them like fumbling around, but I was like, Jesus, man, I got to get my order in before they do. I literally went over there. I ordered really quick, pop, 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 pop. Got it, paid for it. I look over. They're still trying to get the first order in. And I was like, I don't have time for this. I'm sorry. Like I normally have time or whatever else, but I just, I didn't help her out. I wanted to get in there and get out of there, and I succeeded. So, yeah.
Different strokes, different folks.
They're probably still there ordering.
Yeah.
So
That deserves Jan as a bitch.
Right,
there it
right.
is.
That's some hateful.
there it is.
Not a good
Yeah.
Samaritan right
Yeah.
there.
I did it.
Yeah. When you said she worked at
Why
Starbucks,
didn't cut them off? There's two kiosks, all right? What do you want me to do?
I don't help them with the kiosk. I don't know.
It's press the picture.
Yeah.
Press place order.
Hey, what do you guys want? I got this. This is on me.
Yeah, right. Hey,
That's what you should've done.
Yeah, give me your card real quick. Give me your card. I'll help you out and swipe mine and swipe hers. Like, you know what I mean? One for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just playing with things, right?
Wrong with that, folks. You got anything else? Can we slide into this?
Yeah. One more thing for the people out there that play golf. If you're interested, I've been watching the Bryson DeChambeau video podcast where it's I think it's titled Break 50. That is a pretty cool show. You got to check that out. Like it's very interesting. It's usually just Bryson and some guests. Like I think right now he's got Tony Romo. Tony Romo is the latest guest that he's has on to ultimately go to a course. And I don't know if he's doing the same course or if he just goes around to wherever that person is and then they pick a course. But I guess they play scramble like and they try to break 50.
Okay. Best
Playing
ball.
18 holes. Yeah. Best ball. So it was pretty cool. I watched the one with John Daly. Super badass, super awesome. And that guy's like crazy as hell. John Daly is like he's a true American. Just like you got to protect that dude at all costs, man. He's out there just barefoot, just stroking golf balls and
smoking heaters.
Yeah, cigarette one after another, just barefoot, and he's chasing it. I wish I brought. Maybe next week we'll do. We have those good boy vodka teas and seltzers that he reps or puts out himself, but it says John Daly, rip 'em and grip 'em, and so. Man, he says he puts down about 15 of those before he even gets it going on the golf course.
Yeah,
and he showed his own little golf course. He showed his golf cart, and the hood of this golf cart opened up, and it was a cooler, and it was just nothing but these seltzers and teas and stuff.
He's
like
also
that.
chugging chocolate milk at 95 degrees outside.
Yeah,
so
he does like 5 or 6 a day. That's what he says. 5 or 6 chocolate milks, and you make them yourself. It's like you're not buying the pre-made jug or whatever. No, you got to get the milk, and you need the Hershey syrup. And he's sitting there talking with Bryson. He's like,
he's doing Hershey syrup.
Hershey syrup. He's like, he asked Bryson. He was like, "What are you, like a 6-8 second man, or what are you like on the pour?" And I know Bryson was like a little taken back from that just a little bit. Like he was like how long? He's like, I mean, yeah. He's like 6 seconds, and he's like 1, 2.
it's just pouring. We're like,
4,
that's good.
5.
I'm
Half
good.
a cup of
6.
syrup.
Yes. And so he chugs that. Boom. Next hole. Next beer. And like he does like 5
God.
of those a day. I don't know how the guy's
He's
still
going to
alive.
die.
I would
There's
have
no
to
way.
stop at a bathroom. I'm pretty sure.
There's no
real?
way. That's one of those like. Never mind. I'm not going to say that, but like.
Go ahead. Say
No, I'm not. But dude, you shouldn't be drinking like that's not good.
Wife
for you.
was saying maybe the chocolate milk just like coats the inside of his stomach and just like protects his liver and all that stuff. I don't know the science behind it, but maybe
You know how
maybe
old he
there's
is?
He's like 50 something, right?
He
No
will not.
way.
Yes.
He looks like he's 80.
No.
He looks
no. He
old,
don't
man.
look 80, but he looks like he's 60s for sure.
He don't look good.
Yeah. Well, hey, he's still living. He's still kicking. Living his best life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They
So,
said John Daly's a national treasure, and he's
There it is.
58 years old.
58, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, damn.
Okay.
That's all I had, guys.
All right. Well, I guess with that, we can slide into the hot off the grill barbecue news. And that's brought to you by.
Why did
there
I
it
do
is.
that?
There it is.
A new place, man. My bad.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Brought to you by the Barbecue News Magazine and the NBBQA. And I got a little bit of stuff here. The Bear and Burton Invitational just happened. This is that one they do down there in Key West.
Yep.
Out there in the middle of the water where they do the fishing and the crabbing or
Yep.
the lobster and the whatever it is. Just a quick shout out or two. Meet Dave. They won the grand champion. I had never heard of this guy before, honestly, but I guess he's a comedian and he's really into cooking. I think we should probably reach out to him and try to get him on the show. But his team won the grand championship.
Badass.
But in addition to that, and what Kel really wanted me to shout out on here, and I was like, hell yeah. There was an all-female cook team out there this year for the first time. And it's the folks like Brooke Lewis, Susie Bullock, Amy Dopp, Sunny Lynn. Like, I'm not saying like you come on our show and then you're successful, but these are all people that have been on our show.
Yeah.
They're on this team. And there's a couple other people too.
Yeah.
And they got 4th overall, and they placed in every single category. So pretty badass. Big shout out to them.
No, it's great. And of course, they're getting tidbits here on the show.
Yeah, well,
right?
they definitely learned a little bit here and there, right?
And how could you not? Like everything we're giving out. You know what I mean?
This is free gold, is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Free gold.
Yeah, might be fool's gold, but
Well, definitely fool's gold. 100%.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Hey,
good.
can I get it? I'm sorry. You're still doing
You
that.
need another. No,
Yeah, I would
I got
love
more,
it.
but we can take a refreshment break.
Yeah, I would love one. I mean, this is what it's about, right? It's Friday. It's Thursday.
We got to get an invite to that next year, though. I want to go there. I want to do that. And I think Kel was really just trying to rub it in that he was there.
Yeah,
Because I saw a
he
little
was.
video that
Thanks, Kel.
Hey Girl Hey posted, and he was in there like, I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he was taking people's turn-ins and whatnot, but yeah, he was enjoying himself. And then the rest of this is mostly just events coming up that I'm going to share with you because he shared them with me. The Smoke on the Farm, this is a barbecue competition, SEA state cook-off, and this is to benefit Victory Health Partners, which I think like helps out people that can't afford, like health insurance or whatever it is. They help out with that. This is down in Alabama. This is October 11th through the 13th. If you're interested in that, you're going to be in the area. and you want to compete or you want to just go check it out, I'll put a link down below for that. And then the World Junior Barbecue League. This is the World Championship and Fall Festival. That's coming up too, October 19th. You just be back-to-back, weekend to weekend doing things. Just roll on over to Mississippi. Again, I'll put a link for that. I don't know. I don't know much about that event. I don't know if you put up a picture or not for that one or not. And then the last one, and this is the one I'm probably definitely the most excited about, is the Texas Open Fire Meetup. We've been talking about this a little bit.
That's right. Yeah, can't wait.
Alfregoni's thing. And the list of people that are going to be there, barbecue folks, influencers, it's big. It's cool. I think there's like 80 people in this group chat that we're in that are barbecue folks that are going to be there.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there.
That's right. We're going to be there.
And it's going to be freaking badass. This is going to be in Hondo, Texas, October 26th. I don't even know where Hondo, Texas is, to be honest with you.
That's fine. We'll tell you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to drive or anything, right?
Yeah, you.
Wait. Me neither, right? Huh? Is that why I'm going?
You don't have to drive.
Okay.
Yeah. You're
Well, you may have to drive back to the hotel one of the nights.
That's cool. That I'm okay with.
yeah.
But this is going to be a super cool event. October 26th is the open to the public day. And this is actually an event that gives back to the local, I think, fire department. So super fun.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely have more information on that. I'll put some links down below where you can order your tickets. And it's relatively cheap because, I don't know, I guess because they're just giving it all back to
it's all for charity.
Yeah.
I think what they said was like right now you can get in and get like, I think it's like $20 a ticket, and it's gonna be like $25 a ticket at the door. I think that's the price that they're gonna go with. But everybody that's listening, I mean, it's a super cool event, and anybody can go to it. You just got to go ahead and buy your tickets. Hopefully, they don't sell out. I don't know if there is capacity as far as
I don't know.
There's no capacity. We can handle 1 million people. Okay.
It's going to be badass.
It's the facility can handle anything. It doesn't matter. We're going to have refreshments. I think somebody said that Alfregoni was applying like the first 2 beers for every person that comes through.
I didn't hear that
So,
part, but I
yeah.
did. I do know it's going to be a shit ton of food, and for
Yeah.
20 or $25.
Yeah.
It's all you can eat, all you can drink.
I don't know about that either.
There's free rooms.
Do not quote us on any of the things that Janet's saying.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll put a disclaimer down below.
If you could, something running across the
Hey,
screen.
so it's a little west
Kansas.
of San Antonio.
That's right. Yeah. Hondo is
Okay.
like
A little
It's like heading towards the Frio River.
That's right, Concan. Yeah. So honestly, man, I can't wait for that. And you're exactly right. Like you want to come hang out and see some of the best live fire cooks out there. Some of the best.
Oh, it's bad.
Some of the best influencers out there that have been creating their own channels and shows that everybody's watching and that have thousands and hundreds of thousands of followers. and everything
Millions.
else. Yeah, millions of followers. You know, that's who we're going to be. And you know, here still, come hang out with us. Come drink some beer with us. Come cook with us.
100%.
Because you know what, we're throwing down too. Why
Last
not?
year they did a whole cow.
That's
over the
right.
fire. A whole freaking cow. They split that
rotisserie.
sucker in half. And they split it in half and did it on like the I don't know what you call that thing, the cross thing.
Yeah, like the little iron crosses.
Yeah. That's pretty badass.
That's cool. Yeah.
Anyway, check
We'll
that out.
see you there.
Yeah, link down below. Get your damn tickets. That's all I got for the Hot Off the Grill barbecue news.
Cheers, fellas.
Well, guys, what's the plan? What are we doing today?
Do you want to
just kidding.
start on the beer review and
Yeah,
then get
let's
into
start
this
on the beer
barbecue?
review, and then we can get a little bit into this barbecue talk and whatever else we want to get into.
Yeah, and you just while we're doing this real quick, we can tease this a little bit, and one of the things that we're looking at, James, and I've seen the title here, and I like it. It's a little PSA-y, right? You know, like smoke ring and its importance, right? And I kind of had this talk at work a little bit about this subject, and I was like, I really don't want to talk about it too much because I want to be able to be fresh and just be off the cuff for me. But so, and I'm just going to propose the question, and maybe people that are listening on, they can chime in and let us know, like, if you're going to a restaurant, right? You're going to this new barbecue place, whatever it is, and you go in, and when you see a smoke ring, or if you don't see does that matter to you, right? Does the smoke ring matter, right?
Are you judging the smoke ring? Is that going to determine
Whether it's
what
good-
you think
yeah.
or what you perceive is that being a good barbecue?
Exactly, right? So it's food for thought. Chew on that for a second while we open these cervezas and try this. We got a Paulaner Oktoberfest.
And by the
Okay.
way, this is the Grabbing the Brisket
Beer review. They spelled
Dude.
beer wrong on this.
Yeah.
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 Hey, we got a Joshua
Bonfiglio.
He said that he got confirmation today and that his mini ships in the morning.
Let's
Love
go.
it. Love it.
That's badass.
Yep. It's one of our past winners, and
Yep.
his smoker is on the way.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. It was a little bit of touch and go there, and do apologize because I know that he'd won.
And he's so damn cool about it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
there was a delay in production with the new smoker and whatnot, but apparently it's all figured out and it's on its way.
Good. Hey,
So, we'll get some-
congratulations. Definitely can't wait to see the pics of you making badass
Videos,
barbecue.
pictures, yeah.
Also, you got to invite us over now. That's part of the disclaimer. Didn't know that.
actually true.
So
Should have read the fine
I
print.
will be staying with you for a week.
He's in
and
Oregon, just so you know.
That's fine. I like Oregon.
Yeah.
So
Depends upon the part of Oregon, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I like Oregon. I like the outside of the city area. Very pretty. So I'll probably be there. I have some allergies, and I'll go ahead and I also travel with my cat. So there's that.
You're such an idiot.
Mr. Scruffles.
All right, so today I picked up, honestly, this is probably one of my favorite beers, especially during Oktoberfest season. This is a Paulaner Oktoberfest beer, and this is the one that it only comes out at this particular time. You can get the Paulaner Oktoberfest Marzen style pretty much throughout the year, but this one right here is the only one that the Beer Fest, the October beer, HEB, and you've probably seen it at some of your other grocery stores or the big liquor stores. It would come in a giant just mug.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is this one that usually comes with the Stein?
Correct. It'd come with like a liter of beer. So now it looks like they're opting to do away with that, and they're selling them in this little 4-packs.
I like the Stein.
I like the Stein too, but I got like 20 of them at the house, and I'm like,
You should have brought one.
right, yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how do I repurpose this, or they're just going to end up at like Goodwill. You're
It's
like,
a planter.
That's a planter,
Yeah, 100%. This is a really good beer.
It
I'm
is
not
good
going to
beer,
lie. Yeah,
we've definitely had this before, but I don't think we've ever reviewed it before.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we did.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we did. I
6% alcohol by volume. This comes in a little 1 pint in 9 ounces. No, is that 0.9 ounces? I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, he can't read. Listen,
German's #1 Oktoberfest beer.
so Oktoberfest, which is in
October.
September.
Late September.
Oh, is it in September?
Yeah.
Well, I feel stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't want to say. I
Shane.
didn't want to say anything.
Typically they have shittier weather in October, so that's why they kind of pull it back to
Well, that's lame.
late September.
That's stupid.
Does it go into October? It goes into October.
I think it may
has
go into
to.
October
It's
just
got to
a
go
little
into
bit,
October. So yeah, it's a bucket list for me as well, right? I want to go and I don't know if it's German or if it's Austrian for the beer fest. I don't know. Maybe somebody can fact check that or whatever else because I don't know if it's actually German. I know it's weird,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know that it matters.
Well, I think it does.
Yeah.
Two different
I'm
countries.
not really going to get into a history lesson and try to figure that out.
Well,
Yeah.
great.
That's why Raul, he can.
So Oktoberfest, born in America and
Germany or Austria?
invented in
Right.
Texas. Yep.
Was it from down under?
Yeah. Right. Yep. So not Australia.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Fun fact: the Broken Lizard Club, those guys did a documentary on the beer fest, so that's a pretty good movie if you ever want to check that out.
What's
It
the
is.
Broken Lizard Club?
It's
That's the little production team that did the beer fest, and they did the
documentary for it's called Beer Fest.
Super Troopers and.
Another documentary. Like it was like what's the
Did you say Super Troopers was a documentary?
yeah? It's like cops.
Documentary on the highway patrol.
What is
John.
going on, dude?
Okay.
I'm sorry. He didn't get a television until
I
he's
guess
15.
it's actually accurate. Mostly accurate, yeah.
So it's not his fault, folks. Not his fault.
Hey, y'all got Greg. Greg again comes on and says you guys can have that Paulaner all to yourselves.
So no, man, you're not down with the Paulaner Oktoberfest. That's a shame, man. This is a really, really good beer.
I think he's a Montucky guy now. I think we turned him on to
Oh,
Montucky.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if you like Montucky, you're gonna love this thing.
Yeah, this
it's
tastes
just-
just
come
like
on.
Montucky.
It's
Yeah.
just a little less sweet.
A little less corn.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's all it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, this is
Little less
actually
corn.
really good.
Yep.
Hey, Joshua says, man, you have a place anytime.
Let's go, man. See
Don't do
there?
that. Don't do it.
Yeah. Hey, you messed up.
Hey, be
Yeah.
careful, man. What you
Hey,
asking for?
what up, Roomy?
The guy that won't leave. What was the Bill Murray movie?
House guest. I don't know.
Where he was like the patient, the psychology or the therapist patient. What about Bob?
What about Bob, dude?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Classic.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Threw down some ribs last night. Used the Chicks That Smoke spicy rub. Mind blown.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chicks That Smoke spicy barbecue all-purpose rub, dude, it is a game changer for sure.
Yeah, if you folks have not given it a shot, you need to.
Honestly, your barbecue will thank you.
Chicks That Smoke. It's at Sucklebusters.com.
Hey, you there. We've got a question for you. Are you tired of clickbait stories and the loudest voices driving discussions in culture and entertainment?
If so, I'm Dylan.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Corey. And we host the podcast From the Middle. We're middle-class guys living in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives with points of view somewhere in the middle.
We take a more reasonable and centrist approach in our discussions covering genres like comedy, culture, entertainment, and interviews with really interesting folks like business owners, comic creators, doctors, news anchors, New York Times best-selling illustrators, professional stand-up comics, and more. We really value a relaxed and conversational podcast, one that we hope is so fun and laid back, you'll forget you're not actually hanging out with us.
So search at From the Mid Pod, just like it sounds, or check us out everywhere you can find podcasts.
Okay, I'm ready to rate this beer, and it's going to be, I guess, a high score just in general. But this beer for me, 7.8. 7.8 beer. It's really, really good. You weren't expecting that, were you?
No. It's lower than what I was thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this is a little bit light beer, but it's got
Still got a
killer
punch.
flavor. Like it's really, really crisp. Really good. Like I could definitely see why they serve this at Oktoberfest because you could drink this shit all day. It's really good. I'm gonna go 8.3. I like this a lot.
Nice. Well, I'm going to see your 8.3, and I'm going to raise it even higher because it is a beer that I like. And I've already bought another 4-pack of this, and I'll probably buy up the rest that's on the shelf before they ixnay it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to go 9.0. This is a pretty good beer.
Nice.
shit.
Good for you, man. 9.0.
Hey,
Jesus, dude.
Axeman came in and said that's one of the best beers I've ever had. 9.8 at its best. 9.1 at its worst.
Okay.
Axeman, is that Matt? I think that might be Matt.
I don't know.
Okay, doesn't matter. That's it. That's what we got for the
Grabbing the brisket.
beer review.
Yoo-hoo. Oh, Yoo-hoo. Did you see a thing on Yoo-hoo that's saying like they think that it does not expire?
Yeah, they think it does not have a shelf life.
That can't be accurate.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what goes into Yoo-hoo.
I think it's just water and like
Chocolate powder.
powder or something that's shaken up. I don't know.
I don't remember the last time I had a Yoo-hoo. I'm sure they'll do some kind of collab with a beer in the next.
Because y'all are adults. Adults don't normally walk around drinking you.
Yoo-hoos and Capri Suns and
No,
Right,
I don't know.
right.
I don't mind Capri Suns for an adult. What I'm saying is, if you're walking around with a Yoo-hoo drinking it, there's something off. You got to be watched.
Really?
I think so.
You think Yoo-hoo's worse to walk around with than Capri Sun?
Yeah.
In the pouch?
all day long.
No, you're wrong.
You think? No.
Wait, Yoo-hoo in the bottle or Yoo-hoo in the box?
What?
They put Yoo-hoo in a box? Oh, like a little cardboard carton?
Yeah, because I think there's a big difference.
That
too.
is a difference.
No,
You're
it's
actually
water
right.
chocolate. I don't know what that shit is. It's water chocolate. Nobody drinks that. I don't. Why would you drink that?
I forgot they made the little carton. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I don't know, man.
Hey, was told ranch. They said bring some of that back when you come to California your next trip, John.
What ranch?
What?
I don't know.
Nah, okay, never mind. I'm reading it wrong. Anyways, so carry on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Should we talk about barbecue?
let's get into it. Yeah. We're going to talk about, and I, as Jan alluded to earlier, it's very just scientific-like, and it's very just structured pieces of paper in front of you. So I'm not going to try to go in and just read this thing all to you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you had an opportunity to gander over the material
To gloss
and
it,
to gloss it, however you want to do. But it was about understanding the science of smoke and how the charcoal and the wood interacts with the meat and creates the smoke ring. And we won't go into, and we'll go a few little tips or whatever, but on how to create a better smoke ring. But starting off in the very beginning is like learning how, I guess, talk about how the smoke ring is created at first. So you have a chemical reaction, a gas that's released when the charcoal and the wood is burned, and that gas, I don't know, scientifically moves over
Jesus
into the chamber of the wherever you're cooking, and it interacts with the water, and it turns into
the water and the protein.
Correct. Well, it turns into I think I jumped ahead of myself.
Nitrous oxide.
That is correct, and then that in turn binds with the myoglobin, the protein that's responsible for the red color.
So, and I'm just going to break this down. So, what James is saying in a non-scientific way is that you got smoke, right, and then it's counteracting with the water and the heat that's happening in the pit, and then that has a chain reaction, and then binds it to, I don't know, the globins, and then that turns it pink, right? And
here's the thing: it's not turning it. No,
it stains it.
It's not turning it. It's not staining it. What it's doing is making it maintain the color that the meat already is, while the rest of it is cooking and changing colors. So that red part is the color that the meat basically already was.
Okay, I like that.
That's basically what
pink.
it is, right? It's just making it maintain the color of the, like you said, the
It puts a film,
myoglobins, right?
It puts a film over so it can't change.
Yeah, basically
right?
protects it, and it'll only do that up to a certain temperature.
Correct, and that's what kind of that piqued my interest, because I came across an article that was like it was Dr. Joe Cordry. Hopefully, I'm not mispronouncing that, but that was
Old
Iowa
JC.
State University, and he did a scientific study on the interaction of smoke and meat, and more specifically the smoke ring. And he tried to do all these tests to see, I guess, the optimal temperatures and I guess he tested a lot of stuff. But one thing he concluded was that whole process of the creation of the smoke ring stops once the meat turns 140 degrees. It just stops. You're not getting any more smoke ring developing at that particular point. You're still going to get smoke flavor for sure, but that smoke ring is going to stop. And there's a few things that we've discussed and we've done over the years to where you can kind of really try to help optimize your chances of getting a better smoke ring. And one of them we found out is start with the meat a little bit colder going onto the pit.
That's right. Don't go in with a lukewarm or just your brisket sitting out to room temperature. If you go in with a little bit cooler temperature, and I'm not saying you pull it out of your refrigerator and your refrigerator sit at I don't know what 45 degrees or whatever refrigerators are at, and like you want to serve a 45-degree steak onto your barbecue pit. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't do that either, right? Just know that slows your cooking process down, and the longer, and I think that's the caveat right there. The longer your protein can sit at a lower temperature and not reach that 140, the longer you're going to have that darker smoke ring going
thicker,
around, right? And thicker, yeah. And who doesn't want that?
Right. I don't think it's relevant for any kind of smoker you're using, obviously, but I would say it's more relevant on like a pellet smoker where you're not getting as much smoke.
Yeah.
That's when you really want to focus on maybe putting it on there when it's a little bit colder. And also I would say running your smoker at a lower temperature.
That's right. And that's why I think like adding like humidity to a smoker helps regulate the temperature a little bit, but also it helps keep that temperature where you're not just getting those spikes, and it keeps your meat a little cooler. So that's another way of thinking about this as well. And I asked a question earlier, and I'm not sure if anybody said anything or not, so I'm going to ask it again. Like, you go to a new restaurant and you walk in, you order, and they come out with this tray of brisket and ribs and pulled pork or whatever, pork steaks, and you see the slices, and there's no smoke ring at all, zero smoke ring. Do you initially have a thought already?
I'm immediately looking around for what kind of smoker did they use? What
what's
happened
going on
here? Something's wrong.
So you need the smoke ring in order for it to be good barbecue, great barbecue. Not good.
Here's the
Great.
thing. You can't taste a smoke ring.
That's
but
right.
Yeah, but you eat with your eyes, and if you
Yeah.
don't see a smoke ring, you have to assume there was no smoke.
So you're like, yeah, what is this, artificial? How did you?
Something. You did something weird. You did.
I mean, you're using some type of, they have those, and I'm, again, no way, shape, and form blaming it on a certain style or certain manufacturer pit, but you have those pits that are in restaurants that are rotisserie, and they're fed with maybe one log of wood, and it has maybe has an internal heat source as well, whether it's gas assisted or it has a electric element.
Yeah.
And so you don't chew through a whole lot of wood.
Yep.
So it's very efficient, and also you're getting a little assistance. So maybe you're just not getting that.
You're not using enough wood.
Maybe so. Yeah.
I think you're right. Those ones, I mean, they are super efficient, but I think you have the ability with those to use more wood if you want to. Run it for longer with the wood, providing the heat.
Yep.
Before you switch it over to that whatever the heat element is, and I'm assuming it's some kind of gas or something.
It's
I don't
probably
know.
gas. Yeah.
But yeah, that's got to be what it is, right? And you get the ones it's just gray.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else. Also, is you cooking fat side up, you're not going to get that fat. You're not going to get that pink line running through the fat. It stops it, and you don't get that penetration into the meat. Is also whatever, and just misconceptions out there that people think about is like, well, like maybe I need to add some. Like you get that white billowy smoke, and that's not the smoke you want for a smoke ring. That's not
dirty.
That's going to be super
Talk about
dirty.
the
It's
good
gonna be
smoke versus
bitter.
dirty smoke.
That's right. You're gonna have a bitter piece of meat, and it's noticeable. It's not like it's like. And there's a lot of people out there that have gotten used to that flavor.
Yeah, they think that's how it's supposed to be.
Right, and they're like, no, it's good. And you're like, wait a minute, it's not good, dude. This sucks.
Yeah. Let me jump on another
you're
shitty-ass trend is soaking your wood in water.
Yeah.
Because it does
That's just
smoke more,
dirty
and
smoke.
it does create the dirty smoke. Like, don't do that. That's not what we want.
Yeah.
No, you want a good pro tip. Really is like if you build your fire in your firebox, is to take a log and leave it off the fire in your firebox, but leave it in there like all the way to one corner.
Somewhere it can warm up.
And let it just heat up, right? It's just heating up. It's getting a lot of the moisture out of the wood. It's drying out even more. And then once you add it, it's supercharged. It's going to run, right? It's going to hit, but it's also going to give you that clean smoke coming out, right? That blue smoke is what we're all looking for. And that's probably the reason why I have a hard time sometimes with some of these pellet smokers is because, in my opinion, they give off a little bit of that white smoke, especially in the beginning, until it starts churning and going, right? I'm not saying, and I'm a fan. I use them, whatever. That's the only knock I have. Sometimes it's like if somebody puts one on that low setting where it's just kind of just billowing out, and you get those white puffs coming out. I can taste it, and I'm just not a big fan of it.
100%.
Right?
You definitely want to make sure that whatever fuel you're using, that it's already fully combusted before you start throwing meat on there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
And I'm telling you right now, do not try to convince your coworker to soak your wood pellets in water and run that through your pellet smoker, because
That's a bad idea.
that does not do
Who
anything.
did that? Somebody did that?
That was a coworker, yeah, for sure. The same coworker that also
He
tried
told
to
you?
convince me. Yeah, he told me that he told his coworker.
Did you fall for it?
No, the guy is telling me that he told his coworker
Oh shit.
Yeah.
to do that.
Who
And he
unjammed his auger?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's froze up like a motherfucker. But he also told me that the best marinade for chicken is tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
Yeah,
Okay.
tomato sauce. So take that.
Rewind
as
it back.
you- right.
Take
as
that.
you
Rewind
will.
it back.
And I guess it's just
Yeah.
Doesn't sound great. I'm
good
gonna be
old
honest.
just Hunt's tomato sauce out of the can. I don't know.
Should we at least try this before we knock it?
Yeah,
Should we
we're
at least
definitely-
try the Hunt's tomato sauce or whatever brand?
Right.
Is that who we are?
marinating
Wait,
session?
is that who we are? We hear it and we're like, let's put it to the
Well, I'm
test.
just saying before we completely dog it because it sounds like shit. Should we at least try it before we knock it?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I think we try it.
Okay.
Yeah, we cook it in tomato
Cool.
sauce.
All right, you try it.
Okay, I got you.
Perfect. Yeah. Invite me over.
Hey, so they say the smoke ring is not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker, right?
Not a deal breaker.
See, I feel the same way. I don't need. I get you eat with your eyes, and maybe it's like, oh, it's great. Oh, it's got a smoke ring. I don't care. Like I'm all about how tender is it? Does it melt in your mouth? Is it Is it flavorful? Does it taste really, really, really good? Is it unique? You know, these things I look for, whether it's a smoke ring or not. And that's why I was making a comment earlier. Fat side up, you're not getting much of a smoke ring at that point. You know, it's definitely not penetrating the fat area, right? So you're on the bottom side, you will, and I'm not saying you won't. You will get it, but especially if you leave a lot of the fat on. Back in the day, we used to trim a lot of the fat off, and we did a slower
Both sides.
But both sides, that's right, and a lot of it, and we left very little on the fatty side, only because for competition wise, it just to have all that fat sitting there, you really didn't want it. Two was you always had to serve your brisket was always served. Was it fat side down? Back in the day, yeah, right. So fat side down. So you're looking for that pretty smoke ring on the top, whatever else, but. Yeah, I think that's part of things that just kind of, I don't know, just hinders what kind of look you're getting. I guess I'm not sure. You know?
And you do see, like you kind of nailed it there just a second ago. You do see a lot of people cooking their briskets a fat side up, and a lot of like smokers that smoke will just kind of roll over the top of that brisket. You may get a little bit coming underneath it, but generally a lot of it's just kissing over the top of that meat and then right out, and that fat cap won't that chemical reaction won't happen, so you won't get that smoke ring, and then on the bottom portion of it you won't get much of a smoke ring at all either. So it'll give you that perception like, oh shit, this wasn't even smoked at all. Like what? But if you flipped it and you cooked it meat side up, you would have like a beautiful like badass smoke ring. But everybody wants that. Everybody says you got to cook it fat
Tender
side
quick,
up
baby.
because all that fat just drips through the muscle.
That's a lie for another day.
Yeah. Also, if you're wanting that fake smoke ring, right?
Yes.
And this is the tip and
see you
trick.
people out
We
there.
talk about this, right? And it's not. Hey, we're not opposed to even add a little bit to our seasoning or something if we wanted to in a competition. But Tender Quick, go out and buy a little Tender Quick and
Some kind of curing salt or one of any
that's
of
it.
those.
And you gotta use just a little bit. It doesn't take very much of this stuff. So add it to a seasoning. Add a little bit to the meat before you season. Then
Be
go
careful
ahead.
how much you use.
100%, because that thing will bleed through.
Correct.
And you will have a 1 inch thick that just
I love when people post that. Shit.
Oh, it's so funny.
That's bullshit.
yeah, that's not real.
No, this is real. And you're like,
Yeah,
no,
I know.
what-
Come on.
I know you cooked it. I know it's real, but you really use Tender
Correct.
Quick.
And so I've used Tender Quick. We use Tender Quick in our competitions.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff you can just put in and you can kind of you can let it sit overnight if you want. The Tender Quick, because Tender Quick is not the pink curing salt.
That's like what you use like to make
That's the
pastrami.
stuff you gotta watch out. And we heard back in the day. I never really tried it myself. Maybe we'll do an experiment where we'll do one of those. But you take the pink stuff, and what they said, you sprinkle it on your meat and you let it set for 5 minutes. I don't think any longer than that. So maybe we'll try that.
I don't know what
and
pink
then
stuff
once
you're referring to.
The pink curing salt.
Like curing salt. Okay,
Correct.
okay.
You let it sit for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it is, and then you get basically a bucket of water, or you rinse it out. You rinse it completely dry. You try to wipe off as much as you want, and you'll have a smoke ring like a half an inch thick.
Let's try it.
Going around. Yeah,
Let's do that.
and
That
it'll be
sounds
hot
fun.
pink. It'll look like just a highlighter.
Yeah.
Why would you not want that?
Yeah, that sounds great actually.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's make one go all the way through.
Yeah.
That's pastrami.
I'm sure it is.
So we have a couple of questions. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, come on, man. Bring him in.
Yeah, first off, John,
is it-
your brother said he's a bitch.
Is it John or
Wait.
Jon or John?
My brother said Jan's a bitch.
No, your brother said that you're a little bitch.
Oh,
well, fuck him.
nice. Nice.
I hope my mom's not watching.
Yes.
And he was the one that originally said to bring that beer to California.
That's
Okay,
right.
that's what I
Only-
thought. You said something farms. I was like, I bet that's my brother.
Yeah, it only came up half of the part for some reason. And then you got a question here that came in, and it said that wouldn't the acidic in the tomato sauce start cooking the chicken?
No,
Oh, the acids or whatever.
yeah. Acidity. Yeah, I think it probably
I don't know if it
would.
would cook it, but it might start breaking it down a little bit like an orange juice would. or
Yeah.
something.
And it says, at least turn it gray.
It could.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll try it. That's all you can do is try it.
Just run it.
yeah.
What if it's really good? What if
What if it
James
is really
What
good?
if James is a little fucking hater
Right,
over here,
right.
hating on his
Shitting all
coworker?
over
Right.
that dude.
We'll
Yeah,
immediately start soaking our pellets.
Yeah, hating on this dude, and we cook it in chicken. We're like, you know what? Best marinade. I cannot wait to bring my shirt in. It says best marinade tomato sauce, tomato juice. There it is.
Well,
there it is, James.
Fun related story. I heard that Campbell's is dropping the soup off their name. So now it's just Campbell's.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like a.
I didn't know soup
I guess that was their brand, Campbell's Soup.
Oh,
I mean, I've heard of Campbell's soup. I didn't know it was.
I thought it was Campbell's, and they made soup.
Right, because they do other stuff too, right?
I don't know. Do they?
I think so. They probably do.
What
Maybe-
does Campbell's make?
I don't know, like car batteries or something. I don't know. I have no idea what they make.
Dude, can you imagine? They're like, yeah, in the same plant, like one conveyor belt over, we're making acid batteries. And this other, we're like, we're making tomato sauce and soups. I don't think so. That'd be wild.
I don't know. We'll look into it.
Hey, Greg Johnson said he might just try it tomorrow and see what it does.
Let's do it, man. Run
Please
it.
let us know.
Yeah.
That's one less chicken we have to waste.
Hey, pro tip, another, I mean, just throwing out all these pro tips.
Yeah.
If you ever get into a chili competition situation or you really want to make some badass chili, Campbell's tomato soup is a nice little base, a little add-in to your chili. And I'm being facetious too because and salty as well, But this guy at our work chili competition wins like every year, and that's one of the things that he uses in there is Campbell's soup.
So are you saying they shouldn't do it
Are
or
you
they
hating
should?
Campbell's
I don't
tomato soup?
understand.
Are
What's
you
happening?
hating on him?
I feel like you're hating on everybody.
What is up with your
today.
coworkers?
Yeah.
Also, God, man, I'm really maybe
You
I'm
want to
just like
vent? Hey, listen,
being
sit on the
salty as
couch.
shit.
You want to vent? Hey,
Hold on. Are you actually saying that people should try the tomato soup in their chili,
Yeah.
or they should not?
Maybe they should because he
They
kicks
win.
my ass
If it
every year.
wins,
They
I
win.
mean,
Yeah.
Hey,
He also, I think he also.
did you hold on?
Listen,
Time out.
Right.
Did you just give a story and go, "No, I'm just being facetious," and then tell the whole story?
I'm saying don't.
He's
do
a
it.
winner?
And the guy just a winner?
Yeah.
He just wins in life?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Do this.
Also, he puts like so you're not allowed to use beans in chili.
Yeah.
But he'll take like the bean juice
Oh.
and he'll strain the beans out and just put the
juice?
liquid, the
That's
juice.
smart. I'm sorry. That's just smart.
Why don't he just
James,
puree the whole
do
thing?
you come in second, James?
Yeah.
Yes, I do sometimes.
I feel like
Second or
you feel some type of way.
Always
Who
does.
is this guy?
Not last year. Last year, I think my buddy Carlos. I think he won Mijo's Barbecue.
Always the bridesmaid,
Is
never
it
the bride.
Is it quick shitter?
No, he's not
Now,
there
quick
anymore.
shitter's
Oh,
gone.
he's gone.
He
Okay.
died.
Oh, okay.
You can't-
R.I.P.
Yeah, he died.
Okay,
he
I'm
did,
sorry.
yeah.
I didn't know.
You can't talk like that.
I didn't say anything hateful. I just asked if that was him.
How did
'Cause
you
it-
not know?
Chili and quick shitter just seemed like hand in hand. Like maybe he was the.
Yeah.
Ironically,
I don't know why this turned about talking about James's coworkers, but I will
because you
tell
made it
that
You
happen.
brought it up,
You,
brother.
This
you're
guy-
your own.
this
yeah.
guy quit.
They're watching.
Yeah,
You're,
they are.
you're going to see them tomorrow. And like, yeah. So what you thinking about my
He
chicken?
doesn't work there anymore.
Is that what you think about my chicken?
Right.
Huh?
He doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah. Is that what you want my chili to be a tomato sauce? Tomato
Correct.
sauce? You know? Does he work there?
No.
He quit too?
No, he's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, you know what? Go to James's office tomorrow. You know what to do. Throw a can of tomato sauce on him.
But kudos to the quick shitter at work, which
Yeah.
he's no longer there.
Oh.
That guy would look. Here's his. Would you say his meal prep for the day? His meal, his. So he comes in at breakfast.
Yeah.
Big, huge breakfast, just right at his desk,
Just
pounded.
like one he made or one he stopped and got.
No, this is one he made. He
that's
made it,
cool.
Big,
Yeah.
huge breakfast. Within about an hour and a half, probably halfway in between lunch,
So to go dump out.
he would have a second breakfast.
How big was this dude?
It's pretty big.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
He's a
And
growing
then,
boy.
And then he had lunch.
Yeah.
And then he would have I guess, second lunch.
An after
probably
dinner
about
snack.
an hour before
that's
he
called
leaves.
No, it's called a snack.
Yeah. Okay.
What did he have another
Small
sandwich?
meals throughout the day. I think that's how you're supposed to do
Yes. What are you? A
it.
hater?
He's probably a health nut.
James is the worst. Yeah, he probably is. Hey, James is the worst coworker. He just don't work with him because he's
Yeah.
he's gonna find all your weaknesses and just slam you on this podcast.
Writing a book.
Yeah, right. Quick shitter.
Hey, they said add tomato sauce with Sucklebusters chili mix is great.
There it is.
I do like Sucklebusters. They make a couple of different ones. One of them's hot as shit, but I like the regular one.
And then Greg
well.
came in and said he'll either get on a podcast, win or fail, win a bottle.
There it is. There it is.
That's actually true.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay. Have we wrapped up a little bit about the smoker? Can I give a little pro tip? If you are using a pellet smoker and you're trying to do that perfect smoke ring, I've been, or like for the last, I don't know, at least 5 years now, I've been doing Doug Scheiding's method, and you can find it on Traeger. You can find it on, I forget what the name of the sauce is that he works with. But anyways, he just does super duper low and slow overnight. We're talking like 180, 200 overnight, and then cranks it up in the morning. And you're going to get a killer smoker. You're going to make a killer brisket, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's my pro tip. Go check out Doug Scheiding's brisket method because it's pretty great for a
Super
pellet
cool
grill.
dude.
Yeah, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, and if you're one thing we kind of I struggled with before is like if you're cooking on an offset smoker, I always like to start with like lump charcoal, or you can start with like regular charcoal and get your coal bed already built up. And I found that kind of prohibits your smoke ring development a little bit because you pretty much already got, if you do a big bed of coals.
Start really hot.
Correct. And so your heat source is already there. And now you're adding just like one stick and that kind of burns. I always found like burning down like a stack of wood and creating that
makes
coal
sense.
bed and then going with the sticks of wood creates a better like smoke and a better smoke ring. But there's times where we've run the offset smoker and then like we get too much of a coal bed going.
It gets hot.
And you get one stick in there and like you can't add any more wood for like the next like
3 days.
yeah, exactly. You're like, well, okay. And then
I hope that works out. What you're doing is you guys are turning logs and you're making it all burn down. I just to go back to one second. I know I kind of made a comment earlier, and I was like thinking about like, well, you don't have to or whatever else. When it comes to a really, really thick smoke ring or having something that's super, super dark smoke ring, in the past, it's really worked well for us, even in competitions, was honestly pulling that brisket, because usually we would we would season the night before, let that kind of push through, and then come back with a little top layer. But it'd be an ice cold brisket coming off.
When you're putting it on there?
That's right.
Yeah.
An ice cold brisket going on, and it does slow the cook time down, but we're cutting these down pretty good anyway, so we're not worried about it. But I will tell you, it only because it stays in that stall or that cold.
That pre-140.
That's right, the pre-140, that it just sinks in, man. And I don't know what it is about our pit that we have, James. That thing, dude, produces one of the nicest smoke rings I've ever seen in my life. And part of that, I think, is because the stack comes down through
exactly
the pit.
What I was going to say. It's below the grate.
And it goes, it actually comes down and it hovers about 1 inch above the grate. Maybe not even an inch, maybe a half an inch above the grate right there. So that means everything billows up. It has to push all the way down through the meat and then has to escape. I think
it's almost like running a reverse flow.
It almost is.
Yeah.
It just makes. And you know what? A big shout out to Gene Moore, who it's our uncle who built that pit. It's amazing, and yeah, he did one hell of a job.
Hey, you got. They came in and said, "We're loving the live podcast," and then you have another comment that came in and said, "Yeah, this way we can be involved." So
there it is.
They're
Come on.
grateful for the live.
love it.
Nice.
Yes, no, I appreciate it, man. And like I said, hopefully this gets better. We've got a lot more funnier or just good content coming out, and I think just the more we do this, it's a little bit different, honestly. Just because it is live, and there's no like, hey, cut that, or hey, let's pause
still
here.
say it, but
yeah, I
yeah.
know, right? Yeah, it's not happening. So I'm always afraid that I'm gonna say something just gonna.
You will.
We all are
yeah.
afraid that you're going to
We're
say
all nervous.
something.
Right. I'm gonna get. You just never know. So.
All right. Well, we do have we have some barbecue fails coming up, but before we jump into that, I just realized we have I was going to say a letter. A letter.
A letter.
It's not a letter.
It's a letter.
It was a message or an email
Mailbox.
that we got. You guys talked about. I wasn't there. Y'all talked
Grandma's
about
house.
tailgating.
Yeah. That's right.
This is like a month ago at this point, right?
Yeah.
About the different cities and whatnot.
Yep.
But we got a message from somebody, and I don't even see the name of who it was from. Oh, here it is. It's from Tanner Bowen. And I'll just go ahead and read it. And I think he was maybe correcting a little bit of what you guys talked about, which I'm pretty
Tanner?
sure is stuff that I told you guys to talk about. So he's probably correcting me.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't even read it. I don't know.
Tanner, are you trying to fact check us right now,
It
Tanner?
might be, and I
Why don't you-
appreciate this.
Hey,
I appreciate
I don't think so,
people letting
Tanner.
us know.
I don't think so.
It's going to be like the presidential
Hey.
debate. We
Yeah.
are going to fact check Tanner.
That's right. Hey,
Okay.
Tanner,
Roll.
roll. Look up Tanner's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I want to know his mom's name. I want to know his credit score.
If you can share his social
I
security
want to know
number.
where he works. Like Tanner, you're going down.
It
Fact checking us.
Here's what it says about our discussion on the Kansas City tailgating, and he must be from the area. He says your take on Kansas City tailgating is misinformed. First of all, the Chiefs are from Missouri, not Kansas. Yes, there is a difference to us Missourians.
What? No,
I'm not done.
Tanner.
Can I at least
no.
finish? Okay.
Tanner, let me fact check you. You live in a city in 2 different states. That's your deal. It's called the Kansas City Chiefs, not the Missouri Chiefs.
But
right?
the Kansas City is in both, right?
Isn't it the same city?
The same city is in both states.
Exactly.
But I guess their stadium is in Missouri.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what we're trying to talk about, Tanner. Okay.
Okay.
Tomato, potato, bud.
Let me finish.
You're killing
Okay.
us.
They have been the top or close to it in tailgating for years. We
Lies.
set the loudest stadium record in 2014, way before Mahomes. Very loyal fan base, even in the bad years. Research it closer or go to a game and you will understand. I think he's
Tanner.
just sticking up for his team here.
Tanner.
I don't think we were talking really shit about
No.
Kansas City.
We just said they don't have they were on the list of having the best
Yeah.
whatever tailgate. I'm like,
Tailgating. I think they should be. I think they're pretty well known for their fan base. Even before when they
look,
sucked.
all
they
I'm
still
saying
had-
is we went to the Kansas City Royal a couple of years, and it's a beautiful event. It's nice. It's awesome.
Oh,
it's
it's
amazing.
amazing.
Okay, it's
So much
amazing.
fun.
I'm not saying it isn't, right? But I'm saying you guys, there's no party. And there is a party, but there's not a party.
You're right. At the Royal, the party there was a party one night, but then when the party should have been there,
There's no party.
is MIA.
Yeah, it's like everybody forgot how to have fun. They're like all a bunch of stick in the mud.
Oh, I have to compete tomorrow. I'm
Yeah.
like, so?
Yeah, so who the hell cares?
Grow a set.
2 o'clock in the morning, we're slamming Jaeger bombs. Let's go.
Yeah, alone.
Oh, yeah.
We're racing around the Kansas City Speedway
Exactly.
by ourselves. That's not okay.
Look, I'm just curious, Tanner. When
15
you
mile-
guys broke the what was it, the sound record?
Yeah.
Was that like when was that when Taylor Swift played at the stadium, or
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah, it probably was.
I'm just curious of the.
No, hey, all
kidding,
Yeah,
all
Tanner.
kidding,
Tanner.
all kidding aside, is I honestly,
appreciate the-
Yes,
thanks for saying
yes.
something. I would actually agree with you that Kansas City probably does have a badass tailgate there. So I mean, it's a barbecue. They are a capital for barbecue. They're not the capital of barbecue, but it's.
Yeah, they're definitely top 5.
I mean, yeah, I'd say more than that, really,
Top 4?
more.
3? Are they number 2?
Kansas?
Are you putting Kansas City barbecue above like Carolina?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Carolina's like pork.
Yeah, it's
Kansas-
like whole hog.
Yeah, Kansas is like
It's like
everything.
it's like
We could table that discussion for next
Oh,
episode.
never
and
mind.
create,
Never mind. The Missourian Chiefs. Never mind. Okay, we forgot.
We're gonna make
we
a
forgot,
t-shirt.
Tanner. All right. Hey, you know what's
hey,
weird?
we
also,
love you, Tanner. We
I think-
appreciate you writing in.
I think marijuana is legal in one side and not the other side. Is that weird?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's true.
I think it's legal in Missouri and illegal in Kansas. And I'm like, it's the same city. Like, we just went a block over. I didn't. I'm just saying I didn't.
People
do that.
do.
People do.
Right. Okay.
I want you to fact check that, Tanner. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
You know what? So Arrowhead did set the record.
Yeah.
In 2004. I mean 2014.
Who had it
But
before
it's
that?
The Guinness Book of World Record. I mean,
Yeah, but who had it before it?
before them,
I feel like Seattle.
Seattle. Seattle had it.
Seattle.
Yeah, the 12th man.
Yeah.
Home of the 12th man.
I'm gonna agree with you guys.
Yeah, there it is.
Because he's not sure.
Yeah, and guess what, Tanner? That's in Seattle, okay?
Yeah. So there.
It's not 2 different states claiming the same city, okay? Y'all, no wonder y'all are messed up.
It's true. You can be confused easily.
Yeah. Gotta go St. Louis, man. I'm telling you.
Having said that, if you want to send in your comments
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
for us to absolutely roast,
Tanner's not a fan no more.
No,
Right.
listen, dude.
Never
Tanner,
gonna message him again.
No, man, this is really cool that he actually did. It's just having fun with it, Tanner.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you seriously though, if you do want to send in a comment or question or a barbecue win or a barbecue fail or anything else, you can do that, and you can call it in at 434-829-2299, or you can email us info@grabtheminthebrisket.com, or any of our social medias or our website. There should be a little link maybe on the screen somewhere right now if you're watching this. Yeah, and send in your comments. We want to hear them. We want to share them. We want to talk shit about them. So, or just be cool about them. If it's that you're like, you guys are the best. We'll be like, hell yeah, we are.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
It'd be so cool. But we do have a barbecue. We have a barbecue fail.
You do. And Greg said, there goes Tanner.
There goes Tanner.
Bye, Tanner.
Bye.
We're just kidding. Yeah, so we barbecue and barbecue fail. Is that coming up here on the screen?
He's fixing to roll
Yes,
it.
sir.
All right. Love this. Man, it's a really good beer, guys. Really good beer. Big cheers. Big cheers up. James, are you drinking your beer too or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Steve Mitchell from Salt Lake City, Utah. I was the winner of a Yoder Smoker 18 barbecue. At first I thought it was a false scam information thing that I got on the text message or on the email, and I was able to verify it with Chili's and Smoke and also 18 barbecue, and won myself a YS 640 Yoder Smoker. Big win for me. Thanks.
Free smoker. You're also going to get a free something else. Jan, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. So the person that I don't know your name, hey, thank you so much for sharing. Sharing is caring, and I love the fact that you were able to get the Yoder is it a YS 640 smoker? Those are badass. I don't know if the paint holds up on those too well, so I would look at that a little bit and just be prepared to maybe knock that down a little bit as it flakes and to redo it. But I've always been impressed with those with those smokers.
They're solid.
Completely. So yeah, I mean, hey, feel free to reach out to us and pick out your favorite Sucklebusters seasoning. We're a big fan of the Chicks That Smoke. We use it for a lot of our cooking, just in the house or on the grill. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah. What did they win?
Sucklebusters.
There it is.
Sucklebusters. Everybody wants some Sucklebusters.
Yeah, and if you didn't win this week, you can win next week. Just sending your comments like I told you to before. Or if you just want to try some of that Chicks That Smoke, I think Raul's putting a little link up there for you. You can just click on that link and go get you some Chicks That Smoke, because that shit is the bomb.
It is a really good seasoning. Really good seasoning.
Scan that QR code.
Yeah, and that maker is hot.
Yep.
Hey, Pit Life came in again. Actually, I'm sorry. West said, "What's up, boys?"
What's up?
What up?
And then you got the Smoke Ring Syndicate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said, "What's up, Johnny Mags?"
Nice.
Yes, that's what's up.
Okay, man. Yeah.
This has been a really fun episode, guys. Yeah, I've had a blast.
I think for the first time in the new digs here, I think this went smoothly.
It went okay. I apologize.
No, I think it went pretty great until we got to the fail, and there's a little bit of a hiccup or whatever. But I think we're doing good. I think if we hadn't really emphasized it, maybe the listeners wouldn't even have realized that we didn't know what the fuck was going on with the win and fail.
That's not true, John. They always know we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
They assume we don't know.
Yeah. They know. We're the ones that are like narcissists. We're like, no, it's great. Nobody knows anything.
That's accurate.
Greg says after party ?
Let's go, man.
Yeah, we should start doing some after
Yeah.
parties.
So after bark, man. Let's
That's coming. It is coming.
Start the after bark.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's coming.
Come on.
He said I'm off tomorrow, and then you got a comment came in and said y'all are tremendous.
Let's go. We appreciate it. We really do. Any chance we get a chance, and the Department of the Redundancy Department. What? No. Anytime we get the opportunity to hang out, drink a little beer, talk a little smack, talk a little barbecue, talk a little beer. I love you guys. It's just, I don't know. It's a highlight of my week, man. So.
100%. I love hanging out with you folks, and I love hearing from our listeners. So if you guys have a comment, again, send it in. Or if you have an idea for something you want us to talk about, let us know.
Yeah. So what's the hotline number again? 1-800-434.
No 1-800. It's
Nope.
just 434-829-2299.
Okay, it's not 1-800. Don't strike that. 434-829.
2299.
2299. And
Nailed
we'll
it.
have something screaming across the screen here hopefully one
Will
day.
we? Will we?
One
Is
day.
that-
One day.
Maybe next
We'll
week.
see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's down below.
Yeah. James?
And let me just go ahead and close this out. Let me
Would you
get
please?
the
For
final
the
remarks,
love
the
of
final
God.
thoughts, or whatever. But yeah, this is something that we're going to be doing on a weekly basis. This live. Can't say that we're going to do it every Thursday. I mean, it could.
Can't say we're going to do it well.
Yeah, it could rotate. Could be Wednesday, Thursday, or what have you. But it's something that we plan on doing a weekly basis, and hopefully we get a little bit better about putting on this show and working out the timing and the kinks and all that stuff like that. So your feedback is definitely appreciated. We definitely appreciate you listening and interacting with us. We love you guys, and as always, we
Love's a strong
enjoy
word.
talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
There it is. Hey.
Hey.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the NBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, Sucklebusters, and Dalstrong Knives for their contributions.
And you know YETI always has our back, and CoolieNation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks of Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.